gaming for me is like I mentioned before, I don't leave the house very much. So like gaming for me is like me time.
Yeah.
You know, everybody likes like the multiplayer games and stuff, but I'm like a single player guy because I'm like, whenever I get to actually sit down, you know, by myself, you know, not on tour, and then the baby goes to bed and mama goes to bed and I can just go and sit, have a nice drink and a smoke in my game room, and just fucking like, just total get Austie time.
Yes,
Yeah,
you need Austie time.
Yes, sir.
You do. Everybody does. You really do. It's good for your mind. Just again, like, why are we doing this? You're doing this to enjoy yourself.
Sure, yes, sir.
All this life is supposed to be. You're supposed to be enjoying yourself as much as you can.
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. Everybody's got a lot.
Everybody's got a lot.
You take that second. You take don't be fucking scared to take that second for yourself.
Yeah.
You deserve that fucking second.
But earn that second too.
Earn that second, but then you feel that second hit so much harder.
So much
whenever
harder.
you're like, man,
so much harder.
Fucking working my ass off.
Abstinent.
Yeah, I'm abstinent.
Having just a little break from things.
Well, how do you find time, Joe?
I make it. Force it. Just force it. Give me one of them Bud Lights. Fuck it.
Got it.
Let's go.
They're cold too.
We've been drinking Bud Light consistently on this show.
Yeah?
I'm sure the comments are fire with those folks that like to get riled up about stupid shit.
Well, that's what I said. You know, I before the show, I was like, just back to the conversation we were just having. There's not a lot of comfort in the modern world, man. And I've been drinking this forever.
Yeah.
And I don't...
Gives you comfort.
I'm drinking my fucking... God damn it, I'm gonna drink a fucking beer, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, a Bud Light, too.
I'm gonna drink a fucking Bud Light, and it's yummy.
Forget about everybody's outrage. Settle down, everybody. Relax. They fucked up. Just let them off the hook. They fucked up this one thing. It's not even that big a deal, but when Kid Rock shoots your fucking beer, it's game over.
It was a cool MP5, though. It was a cool gun.
When Kid Rock shoots your beer.
You don't want to... First off, you got to buy the beer, and you know how much ammo is nowadays. So it's
It was an expensive publicity stunt, but I think it was well worth it. Well, if you look at the impact that it did, that's what's crazy. How many people are just looking for shit to get annoyed with lately?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting, and I love watching the show because it's so you just talk.
Yeah,
you just talk, and me and my friends, we say, you know, it's nice because you don't have any judgment, and you listen to people talk, and you actually have a conversation, which is really nice.
Well, in this age of short attention span, that shit doesn't appeal to everybody. There's a lot of people that aren't interested in that.
Right.
And they're interested in long-form conversations. They're interested in reading books. They're interested in just listening to music just for the sake of listening to music.
Right.
You know, there's still people like that out there. This idea that everyone's just short attention span dummy, that's crazy. That's not true. There's always going to be people that are interested in things.
Right.
And want to be stimulated. You know?
Is that the popular... Well, I mean, for you, yes. You crush it. You crush it.
Well, it works for me, but
Yes, sir.
it works for me because that's actually what I like.
Yes, sir.
There's no between what I'm interested in and what I'm talking about.
Right. It's
like I
it's
could
just
just-
right there.
It's right there. So
You love what you do.
Yeah, and there's no executive, there's no producer telling me what to do. There's no network. So it's
Yes, sir.
just me and people like me and you. And that's missing in this world. We're getting too much of what we get is filtered down. Even if it's the news, it's going through filters. It's
Right.
going through people. It's getting approved. What can you talk about? What can you not talk about? What do you highlight? What do you not highlight? What causes death that you pay attention to, and what causes death that you ignore? That's what the news is.
Sure.
So it's just we get it from everything, and so we always have this uneasy feeling. Like, whoever that person is that's telling us the news, they're not being 100% real with us. Because they're not even talking real. Today, at 5 p.m., we learned that
Sure.
there's a way they're talking where you know that
Sure.
that's not a fucking
Sure.
human.
That's
That's not a
not-
human. And when they're trying
It's
to
a
be
show.
a human, it's even
a show.
grosser.
It's a show.
Yeah, and when they're trying to be sincere, it's even grosser because it's like performative. And you've always been performing as this news guy forever. And now all of a sudden you're the real person.
Right.
Like, cut the shit, man. What is that? It's
Yeah.
weird. It makes us feel weird.
And that might not even be as human as they're even being. It's not their fault, you know, because that's their job.
That's their job.
You know, that's
Yeah.
their job to go up there. So if you do show that human moment, it's like, and then you look at it and you're like, oh, is that actually real? Everyone thinks that's fake, you know, but maybe, you know, they do feel sad, genuinely. It's just so hard if you tell a sad story on the news and it's like you're reading off a teleprompter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's interesting.
It is. It's weird that we still need people to do it too. Like we want a Walter Cronkite type person or some respected journalist, some Mike Wallace, some Barbara Walters, someone who like when they're talking.
There's one I know. I know Barbara Walters.
Yeah. There's well, you know, not when she's on The View, but the olden days.
Sure.
When she would do investigative journalists.
What days?
Well,
I'm 95.
God,
I'm 95.
Bro, she's pre your time for sure. She's pre my time. She was. I think there's like some crazy thing where Barbara Walters, Anne Frank, and Martin Luther King Jr. were born in the same year. Is that true? Did I just make that up? I think Anne Frank and Martin Luther King Jr. and then like one other.
She was born in 1929.
What?
Son.
Passed away at the end of last year.
1929.
Yeah. Yeah. That lady's seen some shit.
That's when
Martin Luther
people
King was born 1929.
play
And,
chess with each other.
And Frank was as well, right?
29.
Yeah.
That's
All three of
crazy.
them born the same year.
You
Crazy.
see, you didn't make that up.
No. Sometimes I'm wondering though.
No, so you
I
make that
definitely
shit
fuck
up?
things up. The problem also like sometimes people tell me something and then I don't look it up, and then I'll just repeat it.
Yeah, that's
And then it turns out
a
to not
whole
be
other
true.
thing. That's
Yeah.
a whole other thing.
Yeah, you got to like
Dick
look
Clark,
things up.
Arnold
Dick
Palmer.
Clark.
Audrey Hepburn. Arnold Palmer from 1929. Let's go.
The golfer?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, he was born in 1929.
I thought he was the drink guy.
Well, he did.
I
Both of
prefer
those.
myself a John Daly.
Which is the John Daly?
That's vodka and Arnold Palmer.
John Daly's a wild boy.
Oh man.
That fella, what he can do is amazing. That he's known for being a dude who parties,
Sure.
and he's one of the best golfers ever.
Yeah, man. I don't know. That's why, like, I don't
Look
know.
at him out
It's
there, with
dude.
his
That's
crazy
such a
ass
that's a
beard,
wave right
smoking
there.
a
Smoking a
cigarette,
stogie and just
big-
fucking.
Big gut, plays like a fucking wizard.
He looks like a wizard.